I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. Through tonight, drizzle, light rain, and a wintry mix remain possible in most of Nebraska, while Kansas stays dry. Blizzard conditions continue over northern and western Nebraska. A strong low pressure lifts northeast across Nebraska. In the dry slot of southeast Nebraska and Kansas, fire weather concerns remain high through this evening. Strong winds that continue tonight and temperatures dropping into the 20s combine for wind chills near zero for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, our coolest day of the next week, with sunshine returning, highs in the 40s and wind gusts of 35 to 45. A building rich of high pressure results in dry weather and a warming trend for Thursday on into Monday. Highs warm from mostly the 50s on Thursday to the 60s and 70s for Good Friday on into Monday. In our long-term forecast, warmer than normal temperatures are very likely for Easter Sunday all the way through April 17th for Nebraska and Kansas. Nebraska and Kansas predicted to see below normal precipitation the early half of next week before precipitation chances trim back to near normal late next week through April 17th. Soil temperatures 4 inches down at 7 this morning, as low as the low 30s in far northern Nebraska. Mid to upper 30s from Norfolk to North Platte and Imperial. Soil temperatures for most of central, southwest, and eastern Nebraska, along with northern Kansas in the low to mid 40s, while Kansas locations to the south of I-70 had soil temperatures in the upper 40s to the 50s. Key weather factors driving the markets include a large storm in the U.S., next week's drastic weather pattern change, and isolated rains continuing for central Brazil. This late day, a host of weather hazards affect the U.S., ranging from ongoing blizzard conditions in the north-central U.S. to blowing dust and possible wildfires on the central and southern plains. Severe thunderstorms in the Mississippi Valley and nearby areas could result in wind damage, large hail, and isolated tornadoes, all in nearly the same area struck by last Friday's tornado outbreak. By midweek, the storm drifts into the upper Great Lakes and weakens, although thunderstorms linger in the south. 5-day rainfall could reach 2 to 6 inches in the western Gulf Coast. Dry weather is expected in the next 5 days from southern California to the southern half of the plains. In a major pattern change for next week, a building ridge of high pressure across the central and western U.S. leads to mostly above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation. In central Brazil, mostly isolated rains are expected this month, but may be enhanced late this week by rain moving up from Argentina. Below normal rain in central Brazil is leaving some concern for enough available soil moisture for developing second crop corn. South Brazil soil moisture could be better off with a little more rainfall the rest of the month. For Europe, colder air settled in this week, bringing widespread frosty mornings, but not much damage to winter grains. Spain and Italy are in need of more precipitation, while the rest of Europe is in good shape for soil moisture. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.